Welcome to Marty Bakers. Today we are going to focus on making buttercream frosting for our vanilla cake that we baked yesterday. And we start by always always sieve your icing sugar so that it doesn't have. And this is what we want to do first. As you can see, we're almost done whisking our icing sugar, sieving, sorry. And the reason why we sieve icing sugar, to make sure that it is smooth and easy to work with. So now we are done. Now we have our butter. We have our butter here. We have our vanilla essence. Then we have the icing sugar that we just sieved. So now I want to put first. You take your butter first. And you see, your butter has to be at room temperature. It has to be soft, however still firm. So we want to mix, we want to put the butter, this butter here, and then we mix it until it becomes soft and fluffy before we add icing sugar. Now let's mix. We need to look at the consistency. So you see, this means that we need just to mix, probably 2 minutes, and then we can Now you see, we've gotten the consistency we want. This is exactly, it's fluffy and soft nicely. So now we're going to put icing sugar inside, and we don't put all of it at once, we put bit by bit. I like mixing with spatula first before I start putting them. Now all of it. Especially the bottom of the bowl. And then it's at this point that to take our vanilla essence . Now, as you see, this is the consistency we want. So now we want to prepare our cake so that we can be able to decorate it. And voila. So now let's make it moist, what you put on the bottom, so that you can get the nice shape. But before we do that, we need to put butter just in the middle to hold the cake. And now we are ready for decorating our cake. Here it goes. But because you don't want any particle, you sweep. Use your brush to make sure you remove any particles that might be remaining on the cake, so that when you're icing it becomes easy than difficult. You know, this stuff is falling off. Always make sure you remove your particle just by smoothing it and all around. First time before we start smoothing, because when we smoothen, we have to make sure that now you see how smooth and it is. Very smooth. And now we want to focus on the topping, so let's work on the chocolate. See, we've been doing the chocolate and the chocolate dripping, so now we want to finish up so that we can be able to pack it. See, our cake is almost done. Almost done. Now we want to finish the bottom. Now we're going to finish up with some sprinkle. Now our cake is done.